Not many people know this.
What's the dog's name?
I was in a movie
Duncan.
called
Duncan.
Deer Hunter with Robert De Niro.
Duncan the dog.
Impressions later.
He was practicing last night.
Your comments
Oh,
actually
God.
said more impressions.
More impressions. You're terrible at
Get
it.
down!
He's
Who's that?
terrible at impressions.
He absolutely terrible.
Who's that?
Oh, I think we're
Get
here.
down!
Oh,
Who is
on the
that?
count of
Arnold
three.
Schwarzenegger
Here we go.
Bros.
I'm
Wow,
starting,
God.
starting the timer right now. Here we go.
Did you do the slate?
I did.
He did the slate.
All right. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Buen
Dia
Dia Puerto.
Puerto.
All right, awful. We'll get it one of these days. Oh, sorry.
Okay, don't kill the guest.
I've already hit
She's
my
got a
guest.
paper cut. We need a medic. We got a doctor.
Well,
No,
Mark Cuban was scheduled to be on the show, but I just hit him with that Cuban. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. Hey, look, we have one of our
I'm
originals
back. I'm back.
We had to do a cult extraction. That's why we've been off for the past several weeks.
Yeah, it's been a couple
Apologies
weeks.
if we
Called
missed
Extraction.
some episodes, but we did rescue Brandi from the cult.
I much appreciate it.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We'll do anything
Thank you.
for our friends.
That's right.
How was it? How was yoga cult? Clown school,
Yoga
wherever
clown
you were.
school rehab cult activity was absolutely enlightening. Very enlightening. Yes. Balloon animals next week.
All right.
I hear that enlightenment is a trap.
I did get this, Dewey.
Oh.
Yeah, the
You
tap.
They put a chip inside you?
Maybe.
There's a lot to talk about.
Well, you-
Aliens are real. UFOs are.
We're definitely talking about aliens today. It's my favorite topic. I think there's a few down here for a start.
Well, that could.
I won't name names.
Like sitting at this
Like
table.
I'm not going to name names, but I'm telling you, I'll give a few clues out there.
Probably gonna name names.
Probably.
There's a writer's strike. That's the other reason. There's
Yeah,
a
writer's strike.
Writer's
so
strike.
we
Hollywood.
also went on strike for several weeks.
Yeah.
It's a total.
I'm gonna have to aim. I'm used to throwing the cards this way. I'm gonna have to- All right, what else have we got? Oh, we're still working on a new backdrop. So if you'd like to sponsor the show and get a logo up there, maybe we'll consider it. You know.
We've got some shower
Maybe there might be some
curtains.
people who want to be on the backdrop.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Leave some suggestions.
Oh, I see a hand being raised over there. I see a hand being raised.
Leave some suggestions in the comments of what you think of our ever-changing.
We got to talk about Donald Duck.
You-
I mean, seriously.
This is a pineapple-friendly show.
This is the segment where we start with the opening topics.
Well, we got we got to talk about Donald.
The Denver Nuggets. Congratulations,
Oh.
Yeah,
Denver Nuggets.
congratulations, the
World
Denver
champions.
Nuggets.
Okay.
And then the Stanley Cup. I actually watched some ice hockey yesterday.
Yes.
The Vegas Knights won the Stanley Cup.
We'll get into that when we get into sports.
Apparently, sports is
Summarize,
now.
man. We're a mess. Obviously, we haven't done the show in a while. We're going to have a special guest on the show today, Jan from PAR, which is, what's PAR stand for?
Playa Animal Rescue.
The Playa Animal Rescue is going to bring on,
That was like, I had to really think there for a second. It's a little early.
and we have a special friend that she's bringing on.
Yeah.
as well.
Parliamentary Army Revolutionary.
So there are lots of, the animals on the show today, so not just
There's always
If we can get that
animals on the
little
show.
cutie on the show.
Hot topics.
Hot topics.
Yeah, we're going to talk. Oh, we went to the movies.
We
We
did.
finally did an outing. You know, sans Brandi was still in
Thank
cult.
goodness
you know,
I
she
wasn't there
All
for
field
that.
trip day.
Do we know the name? What was the title
Yes,
of the movie?
we're gonna
gonna get
discuss
into
that after
Oh,
our
okay.
guest segment, and we're gonna go into that.
It was rubbish.
We are having problems remembering the name, but I do have the information.
It was rubbish.
We'll get into that.
I'm brutal.
We'll do our review of the Sinopolis experience. We have more field trips on the way, and we have a video of the. If you want to see us reviewing live in action,
I
field
can't wait
trip
to see.
to
The
the
video.
theater. That'll be up here on our YouTube channel pretty soon, probably this week. So make sure you subscribe, you do all that fun stuff. What's going on with weather, Brandi, and fishing?
It's hot.
Weather, it's hot. I have, I'm newly back from a lovely climate. And now, as you're wiping the sweat off, it's hot. Fishing. The weather is not good out there to get out there right now, but the fish have been biting. So there's been a lot of good bottom fishing right now. That's been the main thing because it's
You're
pretty
that
rough.
pineapple
but
for bottom fishing. You can't tell. You can't see.
not that kind of bottom fishing. But no, yes, I haven't really. I went out fishing once since I've been back.
I
But
heard
the
there's a
boat
heat
hasn't been
wave
going out.
on the way.
It's here now.
I believe we're living it.
I think I brought it with me.
God damn.
I just picked it up on the way. Oh.
Yeah, it is brutal. All right, let's bring our guest out. Let's, because
Yeah.
Come on,
we're about
Jan.
ready for that. This is a very important issue that we all
Yes.
We all were very
we all-
fond of it.
Passionately
we're all
about.
very fond of
Where-
this issue. So I'm going to scoot over here.
I'll scoot.
And we're gonna bring Jan. Welcome to Buen Dia
Hey, Jan.
Puerto.
Thanks for having us.
Who's our friend here? that you brought
This
up?
is Duncan.
Duncan.
Duncan's been rooming with me for a while because he's a little nervous of people he needs to learn to trust.
Oh.
He's
He's
not
Scottish?
quite sure what's happening right now.
Potentially.
That's a Scottish name.
It
How
is.
old is Duncan?
Duncan is 11 months old.
Oh.
He weighs 10 kilos and he is the best little dog once he learns to trust.
Ah.
And
All
he'll
right,
be looking
Duncan.
for a home.
Yeah.
How did he come to you?
Duncan and his brother Thunder were rescued from the street. They were really, really young, like maybe 4 to 5 weeks old,
Ooh.
on their own in not a good neighborhood.
Is this up in Playa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has he had his shots?
He has had his shots, he's sterilized, he gets a monthly preventative. We do all the things.
You do all the things.
All the things.
All right, so tell us about PAR. How'd you get started? Tell us.
PAR started in October of 2011. We've been operating continuously since then. There was a shelter in Playa, but they were experiencing some serious trouble. And so my husband Eric and I moved here, and in the first week we're told that the shelter was closing and they had 97 dogs and no exit plan.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So we
Wow.
very quickly, in the space of 1 week, formed a Association Civil Non-Lucrativa and got all the permits and all the licenses, and we took the 97 dogs.
97
dogs.
dogs.
Where did you put them?
97. Bravo.
The puppies were in a house in Playa, and the adult dogs were on a ranch in Akamal.
Wow.
Okay.
And within 3.5 months, we had raised money and built a shelter. So
that's
we have a
amazing.
facility now.
Wow.
How much food do you go through for all this?
Our food bill currently is 16,000 pesos a month.
Okay.
So we usually have between 60 and 70 dogs.
Wow.
And then the medical bill, just for
Right.
regular normal stuff, is around 30,000 pesos a month.
Wow.
Are you looking for volunteers? How do people get in touch with you?
Always.
Yeah.
The best way to get in touch is either through our website, playaanimalrescue.org, or Instagram @playarescue.
Okay.
And we're always looking for volunteers. One of the important things we believe in is socializing the dogs.
Yeah.
And so that means that we need people to come in and take them for a walk and tell them, no, don't jump up on me. And they just need to be introduced to all the different kinds of people there are.
That's
always.
what we all need to do.
Yeah.
Don't jump up on
We
me.
all-
You heard
That's what we all need to do, is go play with the dogs.
He needs to be socialized more.
Yeah, that's
tips.
common.
Dewey, you're going to put up all of the information for
Yeah,
PAR.
we're going to
Yeah.
put it on the screen. It should be there.
People want to.
We're actually
Donate.
super active on social media, so if people want to follow us, you can just go to our website because we have carousel feeds that show our Instagram and our Facebook on the website, and that's playaanimalrescue.org. You can go to our Facebook, which is Playa Animal Rescue. We have Instagram, which is @PlayaRescue, and we have TikTok, Playa Animal
I was
Rescue.
going to ask you,
Ooh.
you got TikTok?
Yeah, we
TikTok.
do.
You do little TikTok videos of the dogs?
I don't do those. Our vet, Dr. Mauricio, is the TikTok guy. I'm
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay. Wow.
What's your average time from when you get a dog until they're actually home? Is there a typical?
It's solely dependent on the dog, depending on the medical issues. Some of the dogs come in, like our focus is on dogs that aren't going to survive on their own on the street. So we get the sickest of the sick, the most injured. So it really depends on the length of treatment. But we have super strict quarantine protocols. The dogs have to be by themselves for at least 15 days. That's a minimum. And then at that point, when they're deemed healthy, we've done all the testing, then they can enter the general population. And we house the dogs in group runs. Dogs are not meant to be alone.
Do you
So-
work with one particular doctor, a veterinarian?
We have on-staff full-time vet. This is an interesting organizational chart for us. We have the admin side, which is totally voluntary, and we've got like 4 people in the admin side. And then we have the actual physical shelter side, which is 3 people. Those are the only 3 people who are paid. We have a full-time vet, a full-time vet tech, and a full-time caretaker. Everything else is volunteer, everything.
Wow.
And what kind of home would suit Duncan here? What is he looking for?
Duncan would have to go to somebody who's patient because, as you can see, he doesn't trust easily. He's a little bit scared right now. And the way it works best for dogs like this is let them make as many choices as they can. Like, I never push him. If I need him to do something, I give him the grace and the time to decide to do it himself. Doesn't mean I let him get away with murder, because I don't. But I try to have him make his own choices. And he trusts me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
He's smiling right now.
He already warmed up in the 30 minutes that he's been here and came in very skitterish,
smiling right
and
now.
now he's settled.
It's hard for people to see the true Duncan. He's a goofball. He's a clown. He has happy paws every single day. He's so affectionate. He's a creature of habit.
And how many different breeds do you end up with?
All the breeds there are. We've had everything from Chihuahuas to Great Danes.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And the mix of all of them in between.
Yeah, and mostly mixed. Like, I have 0 clues what Duncan is. I'm seeing a little sled dog in there, but geez, he's really small. He's only 10 kilos, so
Oh, wow.
wouldn't pull much of a sled.
Okay, well, if you're interested in adopting Duncan, he needs a good home.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Does.
So
Reach
do-
out to us on social media if you want to volunteer, if you're looking to adopt a dog, if you want to know more about us,
Perfect.
if you
And
just want to look at dog eye candy.
What about not just expats or locals, but maybe people that come down here seasonally that want to take the dog back abroad with them?
It is possible. Our preference is to work with a humane partner, so we have a humane partner in Toronto. And what that means for us is the dog goes immediately into foster care, where they reassess everything I've told them about the dog, and then find an adoptive home. And if something goes wrong, and sometimes it does, not every dog is a fit everywhere, they're boots on the ground to take that dog back and rehome it. I'm 2,000 miles away. There's not a lot I can do.
Right.
So what's really helpful to us, people who are flying from Cancun to Toronto, if you can escort a dog, that's major. That is the only way we have to get the dogs out of here. We don't just put them on a plane by themselves. They need to have what we call a flight angel, and it's super easy to do. I can fill anybody in on all the details if there are questions. It doesn't cost you anything, but a little bit of extra time at the airport in Toronto.
It's pretty great.
And then you help with that process.
Oh, 100%. We're behind you. You've got somebody on both ends. You get constant communication.
Well, Jan, thanks for what you
Yeah.
do.
Thank
for
you.
our service and all of your staff and all
Yeah.
the animals there. Let's hope they all get rescued out.
Well, certainly PAR appreciates the community of Puerto Aventuras. Like, you guys have shown us love and support in so many ways, particularly the 2 ladies at the end of the table who did
That's
a
right.
massive fundraiser for us.
Get ready, we have a birthday every year.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
doing this.
Thanks for what you
Duncan.
do.
Good luck, Duncan.
Good luck, Duncan. I'd like to keep Duncan.
I know.
Steve. Duncan.
That's right. Maybe we can get Duncan adopted out really fast.
Really fast.
That's what-
Yeah.
Okay, Steve.
What do we got?
What's going on with the UFOs?
Well, there was an
What's the
incident in
segue?
Vegas.
Yes.
There was an incident in Vegas about, I don't know, a week ago.
Yeah,
Roughly.
the Vegas family.
So the police have body cams, and there's this green bolt of lightning that comes down, and it crashes. And the next thing that happens is there's a 911, and this family in Vegas says, "We got 10 to 12 foot aliens in our backyard."
Wait,
And
pause 1 second here. The family, if I'm hearing you and actually
Yeah.
paying attention
Multiple
to you,
witnesses.
there was 8 to 10 aliens in
No,
the
no, no,
yard?
no, no.
I think
Oh.
8 to 10 feet
8
tall.
to 10 feet tall.
He said 10 to.
Oh, I
They
thought
said
there was 8 to 10 aliens in these people's yards, so.
there was. The police have a video of a green thing that comes down. You can hear the explosion. Something comes down out of the sky.
I've seen the video.
Right.
Ooh.
It's very, very
It's
good.
on YouTube.
And then the next thing, there's a 911 call from a family, and multiple witnesses said, we got creatures in our backyard, and they're 10 to 12 feet tall. They got big eyes, and they're not human.
Were they friendly?
Well, nothing happens, but like, it might look out your back window and go, "Hang on a minute," and the police did arrive on that other thing.
Where did they
But-
go?
Yeah, I was about
Well-
to say that. Where
Are
did they-
police, are they trained to subdue aliens?
said
like,
they,
is there a
vanished.
course?
I don't know.
They vanished.
They vanished. Yeah.
And as well as probably the footage, the video footage that they took of, because I guess one of the guys said he had video footage.
Oh, really?
Then they talked about being harassed, and now the family's gone silent.
Ah, you see. But we are seeing more and more observations and sightings.
Well, we have the whistleblower now.
And we have the whistleblower from the Pentagon, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be hearings, congressional
There's going to be
hearings
congressional
in the-
hearings,
in the
and
US.
I think there's a few aliens down.
Pretty sure they're everywhere.
Has anyone on the panel had any experiences with UFOs or aliens?
I have, yeah.
We're not talking about your dreams.
I hang out with all of you.
Like legit.
This is legit. I was in Ecuador,
Oh.
and
Nothing good ever starts with that.
and a flying saucer just flew past me and up into the sky. No noise, but I'm telling you, I mean,
Not a weather balloon?
I wasn't.
Okay. And
That one.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
Well, not unless you want the world to know
But
that.
my senses were heightened.
Okay, all right. Well, I've also seen some things I couldn't explain, and my senses were not heightened other than through the observations
right,
that was
yeah.
taking place, and were pretty phenomenal things. But yeah,
No,
I believe.
I've seen some stuff.
I believe. Kind of always believed. I
Yeah.
definitely believe the government, the United States government's been operating covertly.
Oh yeah.
Some things they don't want us to know for a long time now.
I think I'm afraid to not believe. That makes sense?
Is that you?
I don't know, but you.
That was the dolphin.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Well,
We're going down fast.
In other news,
What do you got?
Canadian Open.
Canadian Open.
Canadian Open.
72
Is Canada
foot
Open? What does that even mean?
It's
I don't know.
PGA, it's golf.
Canadians
Oh,
golf.
a Canadian
Yeah.
won the Canadian Open.
Yes,
It's
for-
never happened before.
No, well, it's been 69 years
Swass on Earth?
since a
72
Canadian has won the Canadian Open, and
It's
not
open.
only did he win, but he won it with a 72-foot putt.
That's a long way.
That's a long way.
Wow.
Did he get down and look that way? And
No, but everybody was just,
Are they in the metric system? Or?
yeah. No, we're kind of both. Canada
What's-
got caught like
What's his
right
name?
in the middle.
What's his name? Oh, Nick Taylor.
Nick Taylor. The interesting thing, so the purse on that, which is not a bad day's work,
Not Nick Taylor.
$9 million was the purse on that.
Get out of town.
But the interesting thing is, so Nick
Is that
Taylor.
Canadian dollars?
No, probably American.
that's American dollars. PGA.
Nick Taylor's from Vancouver, Abbotsford, and his buddy, who was also playing in the Canadian Open, Adam Hadwin. He came onto the green to congratulate him, and security didn't even recognize or realize that he was actually a competitor in the actual Canadian Open, and they tackled his
tackled
ass.
him, yeah.
Like, I mean, full on the ground.
I just thought it was somebody coming
They
on,
just thought
like
it-
breaking
Really?
through.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't see that in golf very much.
He was. Well, you know, security did his job, but they just didn't realize that it was one of the competitors in the actual Canadian Cup. So it's
they
kind
get
of
it?
it's kind of funny. Adam's not annoyed about it. The wife, they're all making jokes about it, but yeah, I guess he just really wanted champagne. Some people will do
There's been
anything
some good
for
sports.
for champagne.
Djokovic.
The Nuggets, come on.
Well, the
I worked
Nuggets-
for the Denver Nuggets for 6 years, and I couldn't be more proud of this team. And congrats to everybody, the whole family of Denver Nuggets.
Are
everybody
they
that works
sponsored
in the
by
arena.
McDonald's?
No, no.
I appreciate
Denver
the
Nuggets.
Nuggets for beating the Lakers. That's what I cared
All
about.
right, well,
Yeah.
they should be.
Well,
You need to look into that.
Tennis was big.
congratulations to everybody in Colorado and Denver on a fantastic series and finally bringing
Yes.
a championship after 50 some years. You know, if you include the time in the ABA, they've never
Done
been in
anything.
a championship
Yeah,
match or
yeah.
you know had a chance at a title. So
They need fast food.
it's
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's well deserved. Good.
Well, Novak
Yeah.
Djokovic won his 23rd Grand Slam, and that's a world record.
World record in tennis.
So
yeah.
he beat a Norwegian.
And he was ranked number 3.
He was ranked number 3.
And he went all the way through and won his 23rd.
And Norwegians have been overachieving lately.
or just achieving.
No, they've been
Overachieving
winning
or just
stuff.
achieving.
They've been winning stuff, like the 100 meters hurdles. I don't know, like other stuff. Like, well, the guy Djokovic was playing at the final was Norwegian, and then I can't remember, but they're doing better than Great Britain.
Okay, well, that's excellent.
Duncan.
Right, let's talk some local stuff. Traffic light update.
There's working?
2 traffic lights now in the Poblado. They're not on yet, but they put a stop sign. I'm just being told now there's 3. Breaking news here.
Breaking news.
There are 3 traffic lights in the Poblado. And I've only seen 2, but the lights are not
They hit the other one.
operating
Operational?
yet. But that's okay. Soon. I'm sure it's going to come soon. It's getting busier down here. I can't read your writing, Steve. I don't know what that says. Well, I just said that. Okay, so yeah, we don't know. We'll see. It's getting busier is the point.
Yeah.
It's even though it's kind of
Have you heard
slow
about Bill
season.
Wyman?
You got a hot topic?
Slow season here. Does that have anything to do with the traffic lights? in
Bill
Poblado?
Wyman.
What about Bill Wyman?
He's rejoining the Stones,
Oh, really?
and he quit back in
Yeah, he was
1995.
retiring.
Well, they're doing a tribute album for Charlie
Okay.
Watts, and the Beatles, the 2 remaining Beatles, Paul and Ringo, Bill Wyman. I mean, that's entertainment.
Riveting.
Hello, see the
Yeah,
shirt?
so they're going to
Riveting.
tour again.
I don't know if they're going to tour. It might be
What's he gonna
wheelchairs.
do? They're just
I don't
gonna
know.
record
No, they're going to
music?
make a record.
Make another album?
Tribute to Charlie.
Hot topics of Puerto.
Hot topics of
PA
Puerto.
Living.
The Sargasso.
PA living.
No.
We don't even
no.
talk about that.
PA living. I'm frustrated. That's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a wonderful place for us to be able to go and advertise things, whether it's for sale, for rent. People own units down here.
Ask questions on
Ask
how to do
questions. It shows all the calendar of activities going on. What I'm not loving is all the negativity on it, at all.
No.
Yeah, recently there has
It's
been
if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say
back to
anything.
kindergarten, right?
Especially in the comments of this video.
No, but it's
just-
true
yeah.
because people are trying to promote their businesses. You don't have to agree with said business or like a rental unit. If it's not for you, don't rent it.
Scroll
But
on by.
Don't bash it.
They should-
There are-
Scroll
okay, so
on.
trolls go away. Go away.
Trolls go away.
Yes.
Go away because it's such a beautiful page. The people who run that page, the one who does such a great job.
I couldn't imagine.
having to facilitate.
I recommend Prozac.
I
So-
couldn't. No,
I
seriously.
Read Prozac.
Take a deep breath. If you feel like making a rude comment on the internet, I mean, come on, just take a deep breath. Go outside. There's much better things to do with your time and energy than harass people online. It's ridiculous.
Why be negative?
I mean, yeah, we're here to support
That's
each other
why
in the community,
Prozac is
so
really amazing.
I agree.
Just put goodness in the universe and goodness comes back.
Yeah, be
You can
kind
get
to
out of the
people.
chemist.
There's no room for negativity.
Prozac.
The world's messed up enough as it is.
I'm getting eaten alive.
I've been eating a
All
lot.
right, so yeah, the
Mosquito season.
Sargasso,
Oh, yeah.
by the way, is like not happening right now. There's
Comes
not,
in and out. It depends on the.
Yeah, it's
water
very
flow and
clear
wind.
out in the water right now, which is
It's just choppy. It's really
I
rough
think
out
the
there.
aliens are just like lifting it out of the water and just
Oh my
sending
goodness.
it to Mars.
We're
building,
circling right
using
back.
it to fuel their ships, maybe.
Mars is on fire.
What is this about Mars on fire?
I don't know.
searched
She told me
nothing
about
came
it.
up.
I mentioned it because you mentioned it and I had not heard this. And I said, did you know Mars is on
Breaking,
fire? And you
we're
said, what?
exclusive right here. We're breaking news that Mars is on fire.
You heard it here first.
Is that a David Bowie song? Oh, he's dead.
Bruno Mars covered this on
Bruno
fire by
Mars.
Jimi Hendrix. That's all.
Oh,
There's a new.
Is Bruno
There's a
Mars
new.
I'm
on
looking
fire?
at you,
What?
Mayhan.
What?
You, the one who said Mars
You
was
did
on
bring it up
fire the other
yesterday.
day.
Mars is on fire. That was
Okay, I didn't
yesterday.
say believe everything that I read.
No, but we want
Where
more
do you get?
information.
Yeah,
No.
I'm
Do you
still
remember-
waiting. Yeah, come on.
we need a fact checker.
Well,
on
Google
this.
it.
That's your job.
I tried. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Pass
Did you
the
see
buck.
the new reality show about
Oh, way to change.
Star-
Way to divert.
stars on Mars or something like that? Have you not heard about this?
Oh my God, stars up for real? People are gonna believe
Hold,
this? Stars
hold on a
on-
second. It's not actually
changing
not
the
Mars,
subject?
clearly. I didn't miss one thing, not one
Wait
thing
a
at this
minute.
table. No, it's a new. You know who's in it? Tom Schwartz.
who's that?
Vanderpump Rules.
So who?
Stars
So
from
they
Mars.
simulated a building to be like Mars, and they have this reality show like Big Brother, but it's survivory type thing, but they're on Mars.
Wow, I'd have to really suspend my disbelief for that one.
Just telling you.
Oh, so it's basically like the moon landing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who thinks they actually landed on the moon?
We don't have enough time for that, I think, in this episode. But that's it's.
It never happened.
Let us know what you think. In
Remember
the
they had
comments.
the old-fashioned telephone there?
I know, we can go to that, but
One
we have
ringy
to-
dingy, two ringy dingies.
We do need to discuss this,
Hey, Grandma.
this field trip. We're gonna do another one, by the way. We're talking about going over. Poblado has a market on Saturdays. I think we're gonna go hit that up. We have to go back to the movies again. At
Yeah,
least
I wanna see
some
the-
of us do.
I want to see the Flash movie because
I'm not
Michael
sure.
Keaton's coming back as Batman.
So we went and watched a movie in the Poblado.
It was rubbish.
We did.
Brandi wasn't
We
with
did.
us at the
What
time.
was the name of the movie?
The movie was called?
It was
I
called-
got it.
Something
No, no, I
mama.
got
It was called
Something
Crap. Crap.
Hold on. Do I want to hear the name?
I have the name of the movie. It was called. No, of course we were confused at the time, but
Rubbish.
Como matar a mama. Now,
Loosely translate.
well, I
Sure.
actually have the actual translation,
Crap.
which would help us figure out what the movie was about a little bit more, because we went into this blind, not knowing what como matar a mama means. That basically is who kills mama.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See.
Now I get it.
Now.
Everything makes sense now.
Dewey, we lost the backdrop.
I wanted to
We
kill.
have a direct.
It's a sign.
I wanted to kill myself.
Sorry, these mosquitoes are eating me alive under the table.
Rubbish.
Oh God.
Crap.
Okay, so here's the synopsis of the film. Rosalinda suffers dementia. She is in the last
Oh,
moments
that's
of
what
her
happened. Sorry.
Oh,
She
this
is
is making more sense.
she is in the last moments of her life, but in an instant of lucidity, she asks her 3 daughters to meet her for a road trip to Cabo, the place where she wishes to die.
Okay, having gone with the 4 of you, sorry, you were
Wow.
yeah. I felt like you and I,
we got
72% got the gist.
You can
These
figure
two
that
didn't
out.
even.
Don't go to the movies with these two, by the way. They're a train wreck.
I thought there were only 2 sisters. Apparently there were 3.
Watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Right.
With that, that's going to be a little 15 or 20-minute mini episode.
It was a chick
It
flick.
was also all in
bonus
Spanish with
feature.
no subtitles.
You
Quiet
did
community goes to the movies.
You just needed to pay attention and not talk.
Ah, then there's that.
And you can't
You
get.
know what? You sound like my grade 3 school teacher.
You can't get empty cups. No.
There's a reason for
I
that.
wanted 2 empty cups.
Okay, so this week Father's Day is coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
What any activities around Puerto for that?
I don't believe in these
Father's
commercialized days of like days of thunder and days of whatever.
Hallmark holidays,
It's
as my mom
rubbish.
calls them.
There is actually an event worth noting. Kid
what's
event,
happening?
family event,
Okay.
which I think is super cool. The Cultural Center, which I feel like
Yeah, the big we have an amphitheater
since
here.
COVID
It's amazing.
time doesn't get enough use. They're
Right.
trying. I feel like the town
hate
is trying to
Father's
use
Day.
it more.
Cultural.
This Friday and Families is doing the Lion King musical for kids.
Oh.
There's
That's cool.
signs all around town. I don't have all the
Is it
information.
Saturday?
It's Friday night and Saturday night, 2
Lion King,
performances.
the Cultural Center.
And
That's
I
great.
think it's
That
such
is
a
great.
beautiful
That is great.
space.
Why
yeah.
don't we know about these things?
There is actually signs
Here
all
on
around.
Come
our.
here for all your local
Like at
There's
the,
signs all
entertainment
around.
information.
like I
So what
say,
I
the
hear is
gate,
that's our
if
next
you leave
trip?
the gates, there's a big sign at the gate.
Oh.
I-
No, we
I
never
just-
leave the
I
gate.
just got back in the gate,
Okay,
so I'm
so
not
you're
leaving
leaving
for a
gates.
while.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is we're doing Lion King
should.
on our next road trip. We're
That would
filming
be a
it.
good
We'll put it on
outing.
YouTube.
Possibly. Let's see. If you want us to go to Lion King, let us know. Put it in the comments.
Simba.
Hey, we've got to go because we're out of time. But we want to thank Jan and Duncan
Yeah.
for coming on the
Yes,
show.
Absolutely,
yeah.
thank you.
Quiet Animal Rescue. We want to thank you for hanging in there if you're still watching at this point, and so hitting the subscribe and comment
Wait.
button. We want to thank Backpack Steve for all his work on the show with us. Shout out to Donnie in the States and everyone here at Tejas, especially for hosting us.
Absolutely.
We're live at Tejas, and we'll hopefully see you next week.
Mark Cuban was waiting on.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. We'll get Mark Cuban in on the next one.
He flew over my house
He's a
earlier.
little sour because the
nuts.
because the Dallas Mavericks didn't make it as far as the Denver Nuggets. Way to go, Nuggets! See ya.
God, go Nuggets.
Osios!
Osios.
All right, we survived.
Okay, we're out.
You know the one thing I forgot?
Great show.
I'll be on the fan. Where's someone who does what?
I choose the seat where I can watch things.
I don't care about that. I need another shower. Luckily, I've got water at my house.
You can't go anywhere.
So hot right there.